G'day guys, Simon and Levi here from Three Dragons Sports Bar in Hoi An, coming to you with the NRL tips for round four. Yes, round four. Here we go. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Before we get into the round, have a quick little look back at last week. Top of our tipping comp for the pot, which you can still join. Link in the description below. We got Ron Schill getting 7 out of 8 and beating out a couple of other people on margin to win the round. So we'll have a weekly prize ready for you. I didn't go quite as hot. I only got 5, and I think you got 6. Yeah.
yeah, so,
Yeah. Solid. Still early season. And then we're getting into tasty round. Starting things off Thursday night, Roosters at Allianz against Penrith.
yeah. Well, I'm leaning towards Panthers in this one. I think the Roosters are looking, pretty good, but I'm not sure what's happening with their halves. Kiri might be back, but Walker might be out. I don't know. I think a lot of it rests on Sam Walker,
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah. I mean, Walker was outstanding against the Bunnies until he went off with the HIA. Like he was tearing them apart. He was playing really well.
Yeah. So
Um,
yeah, I'm leaning towards Panthers, but this game's going to be a really good one, I think.
yeah, the other one. I was initially going Roosters, but then I kind of had a look a bit again, and I mean the other one that's questionable for the Roosters, Lindsay Collins.
Yeah.
He might be out with a hammy potentially.
Yeah.
So I think that one I'll switch back to the Panthers, but depending who's available for the Roosters and depending on my gut feeling, I might switch back to the Roosters at some point. I think that one's going to be a cracking game, very close.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I think with that one, I mean the Panthers. Everyone's saying how good they looked. It was against a weakened Broncos team.
Yeah,
So yeah. I think Panthers still, but it's going to be very close. So going
yeah,
on
I
to
think,
Friday night's game, we've got the Rabbits at home to the Bulldogs.
yeah,
Bulldogs having a good win. Rabbits still in the rabbit hole. They haven't popped their
yeah,
head out yet. I'm backing the Bulldogs to
yeah,
sink some more misery into the Rabbitohs. Who knows who's going to be selected this weekend? I think Lachlan Ilias will probably start because he had a good Wales Cup game. They're talking about Walker maybe getting dropped. I don't know. I don't know what they can do with Rabbits,
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit of. I mean, we had a really good win against the Titans.
who aren't looking that good.
They aren't looking that good,
Tino's
but
out for the
Tino's out for the
season.
season. But the thing is, like, from minute one, like, we somehow managed to get over the top of their pack. Their pack, at least on paper, is one of the stronger packs, and our pack is, like, questionable. But I know, I mean, kept them to 0 points, which is always nice. And I think we're just starting to look like a team that's going to compete. We're still not going to like beat like the really good teams, but I don't think the Bunnies are a really good team at the moment. I think they're a team that's a huge mess, and I think yeah we might pull one up and get one over. So I'm backing us to get another win.
There you go. Then we got a big Queensland derby coming up. We got the Broncos at home to the Cows.
Yeah, that one. I mean, Cows only team that's 3-0.
They've kind of been a bit scratchy though. It hasn't been
Scratchy,
it hasn't been perfect.
but they found ways to win.
They have found ways to win.
And the Broncos, no Reese Walsh, it's a massive out.
Yeah, Tristan Saylor's been training there at fullback this morning already, and so Renault's been back training at number 7. So there's a good chance that Renault will start.
What about a Haas? Is Haas back?
Haas is not back. He's out for like 4 weeks now, and
Yeah.
Walshy another 4 weeks as well. So they're both of them looking at like month on the sidelines.
Yeah, I reckon I might go Cowboys. Like the Broncos with the injuries and even without the injuries, not looking that solid yet. Like I think I'll go Cowboys.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting team this week. What the Broncos put out. Billy hasn't been playing the greatest, and so I wouldn't mind seeing Smoothie getting a start, and looking into Pakes or Moser, but yeah, unlikely that they'll drop Walters. I think Corey Oates might sneak onto the bench as a back cover, as well as he can jump into the second row. So I think that'd be a smart thing to do for the Broncos. Would be bring Oatesy on. I'm picking the Broncos. I'm going to back my team. I think that they're going to show some character, and especially if Renault's there and get a win at home.
Yeah, cracking game that. And we got Saturday, first game to start it off on the Saturday, Dragons at home to the Sea Eagles.
Yeah, well, Dragons have dropped right off. Sea Eagles suffered a tough loss to the Eels. A little bit of controversy here and there, but that's NRL. Well, that's footy. So yeah, I think that the Sea Eagles will be way too strong in this one and get a win over the Dragons.
Yeah, I'd say Sea Eagles like 14 plus. Like they'll put a number on them, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And I mean, Dragons look okay at times against the Cows, and then just I think the Cows scored like 5 or 6 in a row against them unanswered. Next one we got like the newish Queensland Derby, Titans Dolphins.
Yeah, well, not much you can say about Titans. I think they're talking obviously Tino now out for season. They're talking Fafita might be back though this week. Maybe Jaden Campbell. So that'll be massive inclusions, but without Tino there, there's just a bit of a shambles at the moment. Their halves, need some work. Dolphins.
Yeah. Well, I'm liking the Dolphins.
They bounced back after their first week, their horrible first week, and they're seeming to sort of I reckon they're going to put on a good show against the Titans.
Oh yeah,
I think this one could be a fairly high scorer as well, and it wouldn't surprise me if the Dolphins put 30 on them.
Yeah, I could see that. Like the Titans look a bit lackluster. They just look like they don't really have an identity. They don't really have a heart. They don't really have anything. Like they're just
their structure and defense is kind of all over the place.
Dolphins by a huge margin, I'd say. Then on Sunday, Warriors against the Knights over in New Zealand, I think. Yeah.
Both coming off wins. Finally both of them got wins over the weekend. Knights a bit scratchy in their win. At home, I've got to fancy the Warriors though. I think Warriors will be too strong at home.
Yeah, I think the Warriors got enough firepower. The Knights, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not too high on them at the moment. Like, they beat the Storm, but
an understrength Storm.
And then we got second game on the Sunday, Sharks against the Raiders.
This is a tough one. This is really tough.
Yeah,
Raiders are solid, playing tough. They're not, going to be intimidated going to Cronulla there. Cronulla coming off a pretty average game at Leichhardt. You wouldn't expect Nico Hines to put in a couple of bad performances in a row, but he's a confidence player as well. So has that result over the weekend dented his confidence? And sometimes it can take him a couple of weeks to get his confidence back.
They missed potentially going to miss a lot of their big boys as well.
This is a tough one, to pick. I reckon. I think a lot of people will probably be on the Sharks, thinking that they're maybe the better team.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going Raiders. I'm liking the Raiders in this one. I think the Sharks, like Toby Rudolph, looks like he's probably out.
Is he?
He's probably out. Finucane's probably out as well, but not so sure. Another one in their pack out. So they're missing about 3 of their big guys up front. So I think the Raiders will just outmuscle them through the middle and get a scrappy win.
Yeah. I've penciled down the Sharks here, but this is the one that I'm really I'm feeling like the Canberra team are going to come in, come and do their rating and maybe take the prize on this game. It's I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm fancying the Raiders to get up.
Okay. And then Easter Monday, Eels against Tigers.
It's going to be a good game as well. I mean, you probably got to lean on the Eels here, having a good win over the Seagulls. Then they're a pretty solid team all round. but don't count out the Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, Tigers, that was the upset of the round last week. That was
Played well.
unexpected, I would say.
They played really well, put a lot of pressure on the Sharks, and starting to see a bit of Benji game plan coming out. And yeah, like I think that I'm unlikely to tip the Tigers much in the next few rounds, but they're the team that could come out and win a few of these.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Eels are going to be too strong in the end, and I mean the Tigers. I don't know, like they look really average in the first game, but then they look really good against the Sharks. Like it's
well, they're just getting. I mean, the players in their positions, they're working out their halves, who are their halves, and
I mean also
all
like
this stuff.
I mean Justin Olam, massive inclusion. He's a difference maker.
Yeah. Also had a great game. So
yeah,
I'm going to tip the Eels.
Yeah, I'm going to go Eels as well. I think they're slightly too strong, but the Tigers might potentially.
There's a potential upset in that game coming, I think. But yeah, Eels.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So good luck with your tips.
Yeah, let us know in the comments down below what your tips are, and as always, comment and comment and subscribe helps us out a ton, and we'll see you next week.
All right.